Welcome to the iShip new user training. We are going to go over the iShip program today. To access iShip, you'll want to go through the Trios website. Go to the www.trios.com. Go to the client login. You'll want to have your username and password. If you ever forget your password, you can click on Retrieve Forgotten Password, enter your email address, and it will send you a recovery password. So let's log in now. Now that you get to this screen, you can change your account settings and update your password. Once you've updated your password, click Update Profile. Now to access iShip, click the Ship Now button. Now that you're logged in, this will take you to your My iShip homepage. You can navigate a few ways. You can navigate with the Quick Start, go into Ship It, Track It, your shipping history, preferences, and address book. Or you can navigate with the above bar, Price It, Ship It, and Track It. On the right-hand side, there's the address book. You can set your preferences. You can go to Quick Price. You would just need your destination zip code, choose the package weight, and hit go. To do a quick track, enter the tracking information, the tracking number, and hit go. On the left-hand side, there's some great learning tools with a web-based training tool with some great screenshots on the support of iShip, PDF learning guide, contacting Trios information, and how to ship internationally with international documents, blank forms, samples, and instructions. So now let's go to your preferences. Now let's go to your preferences. Now with your preferences, you will see that you'll have your account information with your user ID and your address. You will want to make sure that your account information and the address that you're shipping from is correct, and you can edit on this screen. Make sure your telephone number and your email address is correct, and also to receive shipping notifications, you'll want to make sure that box is checked, and then click Save. For the carrier information, UPS is the preferred carrier and only carrier. However, if you wanted to auto-select a rate, this is defaulted to the best price. So when you hit Get Rates, it's going to highlight that best price for you. However, if you wanted to set it up for fastest delivery or maybe a preferred service, like if maybe your location is predominantly shipping ground and you want it default for that to come up every time, you can do that. And then just click Save. Now let's go to your address book. Let's go to your address book. Once you get into your address book, you can add new addresses, you can delete and view your history on your addresses. If you do have an address book, whether it's from UPS.com, FedEx.com, or just your own address book that you wanted imported into your iShip address book, please send it to Trios at upsadmin@trios.com, and we will get that imported for you. Let's go to the Price It tab. Once you get into the Price It screen, you will see that there are blue fields. All the blue fields are required fields, so you must enter that information in order for you to get the rates. It will have your zip code as the origin. You will want to put your recipient zip code. Once you put the recipient zip code, you click City and State, and then it will have a lookup city. You can click Save. Make sure that you enter what type. Is it a business or is it a residence? Because there is a difference in price. Package information, you'll want to make sure you have the weight put in there. For the packaging type, there is a correlation between the packaging type that you choose and the service level. So in order to get the rates for ground service, you must choose other packaging. If you do want to know the actual rates for a UPS letter, a packer tube, that will only show you second day or next day air rates. So if you want to see that ground rates, choose other packaging. For the length, width, and height, this is the dimensions of the box that you will want to put in there. Even if you can put an estimated length, width, and height, this will give you the best rates. Your shipping optimizer, the ship date is as of today. However, if you wanted to see what the price would be if you were to ship it Monday or Tuesday, you could do that. Deliver no later than, it is going to give you the latest date. And then once you hit get rates, you'll see the shipping options. You'll be able to choose if you need to have it sooner delivered. The UPS preferred carrier, and it's the only carrier. It is auto-selected the best price. So once you hit get rates, it's going to highlight that price that is the best price. And then you can make great shipping decisions. For shipping and service options, when you click the blue link, it will ask you if you want to declare a value. And this is where you would want additional insurance for your package. It is an extra fee, and you would only have to enter the shipment value. Now, it is the location's discretion on when you guys would choose to have a declared value. You do not need any decimal points, and you can just round to the nearest 100. Now, UPS will only pay up to $100 if there is no declared value entered at the time of shipment. So anything lost or damaged will only pay up to $100 with no declared value. Your signature choices. This is an extra fee also. Anything business to business, UPS will automatically get a signature. However, maybe you were shipping to a residence and you wanted an adult signature or a confirmation of delivery. That's where you would choose this. Email notifications, it already has it that the sender is going to have a notification whether something has been shipped or delivered. But if you wanted to enter maybe the recipient or also a coworker's email, you can do that here and hit OK. The return services, that's if you were creating a return label. And UPS verbal confirmation, that is an extra fee, and that's only for next day early AM. If you want an UPS to call you and let you know that they delivered the package by 8:30. Now, once everything is filled out, you can hit Get Rates. And this will show you the best rate. As you can see, ground is the best rate, and it's going to be delivered March 8th, Tuesday. If you needed it sooner, you would just have to choose that selection, and then it will change the pricing for you. Now you can go directly to the Ship It. And now we're going to go to the Ship It screen. Let's go to Ship It. Now you want to make sure your sender information is correct. If you are shipping from a different location, you want to choose Edit and enter that information, or you can choose it from an address book. So now you want to enter your recipient information. You can either add a new address and make sure that all the blue fields are required, so you must enter that information in order for you to create the label. If this is a new address, make sure the box is checked, and then you can hit OK, and this will be able to save it to your address book. Or you can choose it from your address book and hit Select, and then it will populate in the recipient. You'll want to make sure that you add the weight. Your packaging type is already chosen to be other packaging because there is a correlation between the packaging that you choose and the service level. So in order for you to get ground rates to show up when you hit Get Rates, you'll want to make sure that your other packaging is defaulted. However, if you are to ship a UPS letter, a carrier box, packer tube, that will only show you second day air or next day air rates to just make sure other packaging is ground rates. You will want to make sure you put the length, width, and height of the dimensions of your box, because now UPS, FedEx, they always look at dimensional weight, not just actual weight. So you want to at least estimate those dimensions and enter them here. Now with the department code, or maybe you have cost center code, this is reference 1 that you can either have a drop-down list that you might have to choose from, or maybe you have your cost center department code hard-coded. It all depends on the location that you're at. There's reference 2, maybe for your location, it's mandatory that you put a client number, or maybe it's mandatory that you put a PO number, an RGA number, or an employee number. It's just up to what your location decides to do. Now, these 2 fields will show up on your label. However, description of goods will not. That's just basically something for you to be able to have recorded for your own information. Now I'd like to go to shipping and service options. With the shipping and service options, this is where you'll be able to either declare a value. So if you want additional insurance for your package, maybe you're shipping something out that's worth, say, $2,000, and you'll want to make sure you get additional insurance for that. You don't need any decimal points, and you can round up to the nearest 100. Now, just want to make sure that you know that anytime that there's a lost or damaged shipment, UPS will only pay up to $100 if there's no declared value. So that is up to your location's discretion on when you would choose to put that declared value in there. There's also signature choices. This is an extra fee also. And this is where most hospitals use this if they were shipping to a residence, because anything business to business, UPS automatically gets a signature. However, maybe if you were shipping something out and it was pharmacy items or medical records and you wanted to make sure that you got an adult signature or a confirmation of delivery, you'd want to choose that. Email notifications. You can get email notifications directly for yourself when something has been shipped and delivered. However, maybe you wanted to put the recipient's email address in here, you can do that, or maybe a coworker's email address, because you want them to receive those email notifications on this shipment also. So let's go to return services. And what return services is basically when you go to your ship it screen and you want to create a return label, that's where you would choose the return services. You can either print a return label here, have a 1 pickup attempt, or 3 pickup attempts with UPS. The UPS verbal confirmation, that is an extra fee. And what that is for is it's only for next day early AMs, and that's where UPS would call you and let you know that the recipient has received it by the appropriate time of 8:30 a.m. Now let's go to your Show Shipping Optimizer and billing options. With your Shipping Optimizer, it automatically has the ship date as of today's date. However, if you wanted to create a label and maybe ship it out on Friday or Monday, you can do that. Deliver no later than. We have it delivered to show when you hit get rates, it's going to show you the latest date that it can be delivered. Then you can choose the option if you want it to be delivered sooner. The preferred is UPS carrier, and that's the only carrier. Auto select, this is going to show the best price. This is going to give you the best shipping options when you hit get rates. Now for your billing type, this will automatically populate to your company Trios UPS account number. However, if you did want to bill the recipient, you could do that. All you would have to have is their account number and the zip code that's associated with that account number. You can also bill a third party, or if you were sending something personal and you wanted to be able to bill a credit card, you could do so. So now with your drop-off location, this will have your basically pickup time here. And now that everything is populated, you can actually hit Get Rates. And now this is going to show you your best shipping option. It is highlighting the ground rates. It's going to let you know when it's going to be able to be delivered, the date and the actual day. Now, if you did need it sooner, say you needed it by Thursday, then you would just click the button and then you would be able to get the label. And that is how you ship a package. Let's go to the Track It tab. Once you get into the shipping history, you'll be able to see the Pending tab, Outbound, and Inbound tab. In the Pending tab, you'll see any voided shipments or any shipments that you just created a label for. Just make sure that you void any shipments or labels that you haven't used for that day. You can void those. You can delete, you can reprint, and you can edit a shipment before it has been voided. On the Outbound tab, this will show you all the information that is in transit, delivered, and there's an exception in delivery. In the Inbound tab, that will be able to, you can add any inbound tracking information. If somebody was sending something to you and you had that tracking information, you can add that here. For your shipping history, you can see the ship dates, everything up for a year. You can go to your references and filter that by a department code. Your sender information, you can look and view your shipping history by sender and also by your statuses. So let's go to your Track It. You can enter 5 different tracking numbers in here and be able to get that tracking information. Now this is a UPS shipping solution. However, just as an added feature, you're able to track any DHL, FedEx, and postal service that people might be able that send to you. To ship multiple packages going to a recipient, you want to be on the Ship It tab. You want to make sure your sender information is correct. You can either add a new address for the recipient or just get it from your address book and hit Select. To have a multi packages going to recipient, you want to make sure this box is checked, and then you will see the package info package 1 will appear. You want to make sure you have the correct weight. You want to make sure the packaging type you chose is correct. You want to make sure you have the length, width, and height of your box for dimensions. You want to make sure that you choose whether you need a department code or a call center code that is required, and that you would choose that either from a list or maybe it's hard-coded. If you would have to choose whether if it's a client ID or maybe it's a PO or an RGA, you want to enter that information. Description of goods, that is only for your records. Edit shipping and service options, that's where you can declare a value. You can have signature choices, UPS verbal confirmation, and these are extra fees. Accept the email notifications and then hit OK. Now you want to go to Show Shipping Optimizer Drop-Off Location and Billing Options. You can choose the Shipping Optimizer if you wanted to ship it on another date. Deliver no later than. UPS is always the preferred and only carrier. Auto Select is the best price, so it will be highlighted when you hit Get Rates. For the billing, you'll want to choose that company account prepaid, which is your UPS account number, or you can choose bill recipient or credit card. Now you'll want to hit Package Info. Once you get to Package Info, it's going to show you the package information for Package 1. Now you can either add a package or just copy a package, the same package. So we're going to say Add a Package. Then it's going to say package of 2. You can change the weight if they're different weights. You can change the length and width. Maybe they're different. And you can also maybe add a declared value. You could do that. So now everything looks good and we want to hit get rates. Once you hit get rates, it's going to show you the best pricing. It's going to highlight that. And you can see it's ground service. You can choose if you want it sooner just by clicking the box. Now that we know everything looks good, we want to hit get label, and then we can get our label and print it out. To order UPS supplies, call UPS at 1-800-742-5877, 1-800-PICK-UPS. Make sure to have your account number available when calling UPS. The UPS supplies are available at no cost. This concludes the iShip desktop shipping station training. If you have any questions or need support, please contact Trios. We're always here to help. Call 1-866-241-2268 extension 149 or email us at upsadmin@trios.com. Thank you and have a great day.